Charging by induction, we'll start off with a video clip. On this one, we hold the rod near the electroscope without touching it. And notice that the legs move apart from each other. And while we're holding the rod near it, I will ground it. In that ground, you can see the legs go back together again. We're exchanging some electrons with the ground. When I remove the charge wand and the hand, you can see that the legs separate, and that tells us that we have put a charge onto the electroscope and it's staying on the electroscope. As I bring the rod back up here, we can see that the legs go back down. That tells me that the electroscope and the rod have an opposite charge to each other. And grounding returns it back to a neutral object. Alright, so explaining that with my animation, when we hold the negative charge rod near the electroscope, it's going to repel these electrons down to the bottom, and that's going to make the legs separate from each other. These electrons are trying to get as far away as possible from the electric field from the charged wand. When I bring in the hand to ground it, some of those electrons trying to get away from the electric field will be drawn off. Once I remove the charge and the ground, we have a net positive charge, and it doesn't stay in this configuration. The excess positive charges up here will attract the electrons to the top, leaving positive charges in the legs, and that's why they're separated, because they're positively charged, remember, which is opposite from the rod.